So right now, Nikola Jokic is playing like the best player that I've ever seen with my eyes in terms of efficiency. He's playing like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird if they had a child, and he just broke their finals record with having 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists in a finals game as a center. This is crazy what he's doing right now, and it's prompting some opinions from a couple of people in the media. Stephen A. Smith said Jokic isn't known for having some kind of dominant post game. That's not his game. And JJ Redick responded to him saying that the #1 most efficient half-court play is a Nikola Jokic post-up. What Stephen A. Smith said is flat out just wrong if you want to debate what the definition of dominant means. The definition of dominant is commanding, controlling, or having great influence over all others. Very important, powerful, or success. And what Nikola Jokic is doing in the post is very successful. I've never seen in my entire life a player just be able to throw up a shot and it somehow goes in. What he's doing is very, very efficient. One of the most efficient players of all time. So Stephen A. Smith is definitely wrong. Jokic is definitely known for his dominant post game in terms of being successful and efficient. But in this case, I think he is not one of the most powerful or stronger centers that we've seen. Shaq is definitely 100%, I would say, the most forceful and powerful center in the post because Jokic does not use his strength. But in terms of dominant, Nikola Jokic is one of the most dominant players we've ever seen. Just flat out. Passing the ball at his height, efficiency, he can hit the shot like Dirk. The man is really good at the game of basketball. A lot of these media channels like ESPN, they really gotta like put out there that Nikola Jokic is one of the best players that we've ever seen. He's definitely one of the most unique players that we've ever seen because any other center that we've seen in the game, I would say Nikola Jokic compares the best to Magic Johnson. This is a player that deserves way more hype. And I think the part of it is that, you know, Nikola Jokic is a little bit more of a humble dude. But then there's another part where I think it's just some of these channels, they just do not like players from overseas. They do not like Embiid, they do not like Jokic, and they do not like Giannis. If these players were American, the advertisement, everything around these players would be totally different. And that's why I think Stephen A. Smith even raised this question to begin with. It's some kind of like bias that they just don't give them the credit that they deserve. I think they've been doing that for a long time. Players that are not born in America, it's very weird to me. Like if Nikola Jokic was a different guy, they would be calling him, they would be advertising the hell out of him. So that's where I kind of stand on things. I think that Stephen A. Smith definitely meant forceful, powerful, but Jokic, he is a dominant post player, a way better dominant post player than Joel Embiid. Listen, I'm a Joel Embiid fan, but Nikola Jokic is on a whole new level in terms of that little floater that he picks up, in terms of stepping back on the three-point line and somehow making that shot. I think his all-around game is just dominant. Like he's just one of the most efficient players that I've ever seen. Every single night, he's just consistent on what he's going to be doing. In this playoff so far, we haven't seen a game where Nikola Jokic is just bad. And that's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. If this goes on, he needs to be put up there, one of the best to ever touch a basketball. With that being said, what do you guys think about this? Is Jokic a dominant post player? I think that's gonna wrap up things with this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Comment down below what you think. Subscribe for a cookie. It's your boy Josh the Arch. And I'm out.